Yeah, I mean, I can't put roofs.
Good afternoon, everyone.
I can't do that.
Thank you for joining us for the Fall 2022 CARE Award celebration. Feel free to migrate over from that corner if you like. Give yourself some breathing room. So today's celebration is being live streamed to share the festivities with our campus community. My name is Jennifer Klunk, and I have the honor of being the Staff Council President for the 2022-23 school year. One of my favorite parts of serving as president is the CARE Awards. Since 1999, Staff Council has presented 12 CARE Awards each year, bringing our total recipients to 281 over 24 years. I had a chance to review the origins of the CARE Award recently, and I learned that it was very nearly called the Rose Award, which stands for Recognition of Staff Excellence. Rose by any other name is excellent indeed. So I was an English major in college. I have to make the literary joke. CARE Award honorees demonstrate superior performance, offer outstanding customer service, and perform acts that enhance the image of the university. As a reminder, CARE Award nominees must be a staff member who is a regular employee, appointed at least 50% for at least 6 months at the level of director or below in order to be eligible. To get us started, I would like to welcome to the podium our president, Dr. Richard Benson.
Well, thank you, Jennifer, and good afternoon, everyone. This ceremony is our opportunity to honor those who've played significant roles in making possible the many advancements of UT Dallas. Our award recipients are representative of the bright and talented employees that I am proud to call colleagues. When it comes to UT Dallas, we are all part of a team. It is our collective commitment to academics and research, as well as exceptional service and innovation, that drives our progress. As I have noted many times, it is our remarkable employees who keep our buildings clean and our landscape beautiful, who respond to our technology needs, who protect our campus, who recruit, welcome, and assist our growing student body, and who ensure that our faculty, staff, and faculty students and fellow staff members can all succeed. They are frequently the first faces that our students, faculty, and visitors see when they first arrive on campus, and I know that they are the best ambassadors that we could have. For these and many other reasons, I am inspired and proud to be a part of this team. And now it is time to celebrate the 6 staff members that earned recognition in the fall. They will be recognized in the order printed in the program. Jennifer will introduce each recipient and their supervisor or nominator, who in turn will say a few words about the honoree. And at the end, we will take a group photo of the CARE Award winners over here. So I want to once again thank you all for your dedication to the university. It remains one of the best places in the country for students to find success. And now I turn the program back over to Jennifer. Congratulations, one and all. Whoosh.
Thank you, Dr. Benson. Each CARE Award recipient will receive a framed certificate and an engraved clock in recognition of their efforts for the UT Dallas campus community. To begin the presentation of the Fall 2022 honorees, I would like to recognize Cortland Collins, who will have comments given by Pearl Gutierrez and Sylvia Smiley.
Okay? Can you hear me okay? Yeah? Okay. We are incredibly happy and proud to be here today representing the Human Resources Department to honor and celebrate Cortland Collins, who serves the university as a desktop support technician 2 in client services. Our HR team serves the UTD campus, and therefore having the tools to do our work is vital and critical. There are countless scenarios where our department required extensive technical and IT support to avoid a disruption in our day-to-day operation. Scenarios involving setting up the new equipment for our entire department, transferring critical files from old to new equipment, recovering lost data, replacing swollen laptop batteries, which are a fire hazard, I learned, mapping drives, mapping printers, complete laptop restores, and the list goes on and on. Whenever stress attempts to creep in following these technical glitches or system failures or lost data, Cortland has always come to our rescue, and he makes himself available both in person as well as remotely for our colleagues who work from home. If any of us in HR ever do a search in our Outlook, Cortland's name is bound to come up quite repeatedly. On multiple occasions, HR has had a long list of support tickets in queue, and Cortland will knock out all of them in one day, oftentimes spending his entire day in the HR department knocking out ticket after ticket. He has done this pre-pandemic, during the pandemic, and post-pandemic. He's always been our reliable source. The best part about Cortland, aside from his extensive expertise in his field, is his one-of-a-kind spirit. He serves and he puts his whole heart into his work, and he does so with incredible, unmatched kindness. He always makes our day by not only solving our IT woes, but by cheering us up, making us laugh, and always making us smile.
So Cortland, on behalf of Colleen Dutton, the entire HR team, we just want to say thank you so much for everything you do for HR. We all appreciate your knowledge, your skill, and your kindness. Your success is well earned and definitely so incredibly deserving. So we thank you, Cortland. And from the HR team, we have just a couple gifts for you.
UTD swag.
Thank you, Cortland.
While we don't have quite the extensive swag bag for all the recipients, there is another bag, so come see me afterwards, and we can make sure we recognize you in that way. Next, we have Jeremy Peering, who will have comments given by Stephen McDonald.
All right, thank you. Congratulations, everybody. As the fire marshal for the university, I definitely appreciate Cortland taking care of fire safety hazards, so thank you very much for that. It makes my job a lot easier. Thank you for that. So Jeremy and I make up the fire and life safety team for UT Dallas. There's only 2 of us here at this university. A lot of the other campuses have more. It just means a little more for us to do, but that's okay. We do a good job at it. Fire and life safety is a very involved job. We do a lot more than what most folks commonly think we do. Y'all see us a lot during the inspections of the buildings as well as the fire drills that we do, but there's a lot more to that. There's a lot of code study. There's a lot of meeting with the FM staff, meeting with contractors, meeting with architects and engineers, all the way from the ground up to where we are now, making sure that everything is done safely to keep you safe. There's a lot of around-the-clock time spent for that as well. We unfortunately don't only have Monday through Friday 8 to 5 jobs. Unfortunately, our phones do a lot of ringing at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's quite commonly Jeremy that gets that phone call and responds here to campus to deal with a fire alarm or whatever the issue is in those early morning hours. For the last 7 years, Jeremy has been a very dedicated member of this team. He has spent many, many hours in code study and many hours bettering himself and doing everything possible to better this university. For the last 20 years, I have worked in local government as a city and county fire marshal around the state. In my previous position, I had over 50 full-time employees underneath my command with another 30 part-timers. None of my staff in my former job were as dedicated to their jobs as Jeremy is to this one. So I congratulate him for that, and I thank him very much.
As somebody whose office had a very persistent beep from the fire alarm recently, the kind that would drive you crazy, I can tell you how much I personally appreciate Jeremy's work to get that resolved so that I didn't lose my mind. So, next up, we have Yi Tian, and we'll have comments given by Dr. Hongbin Liu.
Yi Tian is the manager of the teaching labs in mechanical engineering. The teaching labs are organized in 4 focused areas in thermal and mechanical systems. They are housed in all 4 floors of this building. These labs provide hands-on experience to students to help them understand and connect theories to practical applications. Yi worked tirelessly with instructors, teaching assistants, and student workers to assist in equipment acquisition and installation, and also to keep all setups in order, clean, and tidy, and ready for a large number of lab sections in each semester. All 1,200 undergraduate students in the department take 4 or more lab classes in their program. In spring semester, which is this semester alone, 34 lab sections are offered each week, with more than 700 students taking these labs. Yi developed a protocol to properly maintain all equipment and to prepare all the supplies and specimens before each semester. Many pieces of equipment can impose mechanical and electrical risks if they are not operated properly. For example, we have material test systems which can apply a force equal to the weight of 2 minivan-sized vehicles. Yi worked with institutional risk and safety specialists to ensure compliance with safety requirements, and also worked with instructors to provide training to teaching assistants before labs are offered in each semester to ensure safe operation of the equipment. Yi is also a strong team player, working to address critical needs when they arise. During COVID, when medical supplies were tight, Yi worked with UT Southwestern doctors to help 3D print face mask frames to send to hospitals to meet the demand. She also worked with students in UT Design capstone classes to measure mechanical and thermal properties and assist them in their projects. Yi is highly organized, dependable, competent in both mechanical and electrical systems, and has been providing strong support for rigorous hands-on training to our students for their success. In mechanical engineering, we are happy to see Yi to receive this Distinguished Care Award. Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone. Next up, Chelsea Villarreal will have comments given by Catherine King.
everybody. Thank you all for being here today. My name is Kate King, and I'm the Assistant Director of the Office of Community Standards and Conduct, and it is my honor to recognize my colleague and close friend, Chelsea Villarreal. Chelsea has been a member of the UTD community ever since, as she put it, before dinosaurs roamed the earth. Chelsea joined residential life in 2008, transitioned to housing operations in 2017, and has been an administrative assistant in the Dean of Students office since 2019. Chelsea is such a special team member that when asked for one word to describe her, most of her Dean of Students office teammates couldn't choose just one word. A sampling of these descriptors includes caring, dedicated, patient, tenacious, versatile, attentive, and reliable. These attributes have been valuable to UTD and to student affairs in particular. For example, when the university was faced with the COVID-19 virus, Chelsea was on the front lines developing contact tracing procedures. Her efficiency and hard work allowed UTD to track thousands of infected students and maintain accurate records of quarantine and isolation dates. Chelsea is the first to volunteer when other departments in student affairs need extra administrative support or event volunteers. When departments are transitioning between administrative assistants, Chelsea always offers to help new AAs adjust to the job. Chelsea is also the first person many of us go to with questions about budgets, hiring, travel, or scheduling. Chelsea has a high standard for excellence, which elevates not only her own work, but that of each of us she encounters. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention her exceptional baking skills, because often a little sugar is enough to boost morale and bring everybody together. On a more personal note, I know my own experience at UTD would be vastly different without Chelsea. We started in the Dean of Students office on the same day, and she has made me feel welcome, supported, and inspired every day since. I'm sure I'm not alone in these sentiments, considering all the students, faculty, and staff Chelsea has impacted over the past 15 years. So thank you, Chelsea, for your service. We are so lucky to work alongside you.
Rupa Vinay, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name, is next, and she will have comments given by Staff Council's own Deanna Dalal.
Good morning, y'all. My name is Deanna Dalal, and I am honored to introduce the award-winning Ropa Vinay. Since joining UTD in 2011, Ropa became an invaluable and beloved member of the campus community. Ropa began her journey as an instructional designer as part of the education service team and has been since promoted to e-learning manager. She continuously supports staff, student, and faculty with integrating technology into hybrid, online, and classroom courses. In addition to being e-learning manager, Ropa currently serves as president for the Universal Access Employee Research Group. As president, she demonstrates her ability to strike a balance between being a leader and being part of the team through her actions. Ropa uses her role as e-learning to help with the ERG by teaching individuals how to adapt the online resources to create an accessible campus community. A member of the ERG stated, "Ropa Vinay is an amazing person who holds herself to a high standard and always supports others to do so. She is a team player and always has a positive attitude. She continued the success of the ERG by soliciting group input and great discussion and events. She makes accessibility and inclusion a priority in her work as president and in her role as e-learning manager. Join me in a round of applause as we celebrate Ropa for this well-deserved honor."
last but certainly not least, Beverly Williams will have comments given by Aaron Schrader.
So Dr. Can you all hear me? Yes. Dr. Beverly Williams is a staff psychologist and the diversity training coordinator at the Student Counseling Center, and she works with the training team with me, so I'm really excited to have a few minutes to sing her praises. She joined the Counseling Center during a time when we were significantly understaffed, and we felt incredible relief with her joining us because we could tell she was just such an incredibly seasoned clinician and supervisor and came in with so many years of experience. And she just immediately jumped right in and jumped into everything, into providing so many different clinical services, counseling, crises, different workshops, but also incredible training and supervision to our practicum therapists and doctoral interns. So within the SEC, Dr. Williams provides incredible leadership in initiating diversity-related conversations and encouraging SEC staff to continually grow in their knowledge. So she co-chairs the Diversity, Social Justice, and Equity Committee at the SEC, and which is charged with supporting the SEC in forming our values related to equity and mental health and providing diversity training at the SEC. And she has just brought so much awesome vision to this role since she's been here, and she really advocates to arrange for guest speakers to come and engage our staff member and trainees in critical conversations around advocacy in the field of psychology. And on a weekly, if not, I think more daily basis, she shares articles within the SEC around current sociopolitical issues or things that may impact the UTD community, which is awesome because it really challenges us and encourages us to grow as clinicians, as mental health providers, but she's also keeping us looped into what might be impacting the UTD community, what might be impacting students, and how can we be immediately responsive and create support spaces or create statements, do things to really support and care for this student body. And so it just never ceases to amaze me knowing how incredibly busy she is, still finds times to engage in this way so consistently. And she's gone above and beyond her primary role in helping to coordinate and really greatly expand our social media. And she creates posts that are really frequently focused on social justice and equity and identity-related considerations. And she puts so much thought and care and time into them because you can tell she wants so much for the students who come seek our services to feel seen and to feel affirmed and to feel like this is going to be a safe place for us to go. And she really wants to destigmatize mental health, and I think does an incredible job in that. And she's also out of the counseling center involved in DEI related initiatives, in collaborating with the Multicultural Center recently to create an embrace space, or being a liaison to UTD athletics and kind of being really open to volunteering her time at nights or weekends or other times to try to create accessible mental health services to UTD athletes. And I think I also want to mention she is a really skilled supervisor to the practicum therapists and doctoral interns, and the most recent cohort of interns shared feeling significantly impacted by their experience with Dr. Williams. So they had a weekly supervision space they shared with her that was specifically focused on integrating identity and equity considerations in their clinical work as soon-to-be psychologist, and they both shared that was one of the most positive and beneficial supervision spaces from their entire internship experience, and that was a really meaningful, moving time they shared with her across the whole year. And so I think it just speaks to her impact, lasting impact in this field. And I think I just also want to say she's a really wonderful colleague. She's super funny, super funny and warm, and a natural storyteller. And I think, is serious in the moments that we need to be serious, but also brings a lot of levity and joy in the moments that it would be really helpful to do so, and given how hard the work is that's happening. And she is a colleague who is going to check in with you if you have been sick, or just on the way here was checking in to see how I've been feeling, or if you have a big milestone, something that happens, a staff member has a baby, she's there putting signs all over that person's door and doing things so that they'll feel welcomed when they come back into the office. So just just really, really appreciate her thoughtfulness and care as a colleague, and I just so appreciate like the energy you bring into the counseling center. So I just want to say, I just think that Dr. Williams deeply, genuinely cares about creating a culture of inclusion and affirmation for SEC staff and trainees and the broader UTD community, and she's just demonstrated really great leadership and initiative in these areas, all while also providing all these different clinical services she does to UTD students. So we're just really grateful for the work that she's done and really grateful she's a part of our team, and we're just really thrilled that her contributions and her deep, authentic passion and commitment for diversity and inclusion get to be recognized a little bit more broadly this way at UTD. So thank you. We really, really appreciate you.
Okay, let's give a final round of applause for our Fall 22 Care Award recipients. In closing, I would like to thank all who make the Care Awards possible. Our confidential selection committee, which is comprised of past Care Award recipients, staff council support Deanna Dalal, the staff within the Office of the President and University Events, and the Chief of Staff, Dr. Rafael Martin. I would also like to recognize and thank the members of the campus leadership who have joined us this morning in celebration of all of our staff's wonderful accomplishments. So thank you guys for taking time out of what I know is a very busy schedule for everybody. Quick housekeeping, again, do remember to check in. We've got a bag to help you carry your goodies back to your office. We're going to do a group photo, and once that is done, if you want to do one-off photos with your family and friends who come out to celebrate, we welcome that as well. So, thank you for joining us today.